Alrighty, we've got a 3-on-3. It's fully powered, and ooh, there's a White Plume adventure. All right, you know what? I'm in for some beatdowns. You got to take White Plume over Thoughtseize, as much as I love Skull Clamp. I'm not even going to say Mishra's Workshop because that's not even in the consideration. I mean, I think that the 4 best cards here are White Plume, Thoughtseize, Prismatic Vista, Watery Grave, and Skull Clamp's in there. You could actually take Skull Clamp over any of the lands. I wouldn't think it's good to take Skull Clamp over Thoughtseize, pick one, pack one. The Skull Clamp's honestly been really good for me over the last couple weeks, so who knows. In any case, I think Stoss is going to take Thoughtseize, most likely. Outs for Skull Clamp, and small outs for Prismatic Vista. I really can't imagine a pick where you'd take Watery Grave over Thoughtseize, though. So I'm under the assumption Stoss takes Thoughtseize, and Mark probably takes, like, Skull Clamp or Prismatic Vista. But I'm going to take Dubs PA. I'm going to follow up with Ophelia. You know, I'm not going to fight it this time. I'll take the white cards. It's fine. Library of Alexandria is a good card, but Ophelia after White Plume is just way better. There's also a Misty, so I think Stoss is going to have a nice little Thoughtseize library start, but we'll do some beatdowns. Sword of the Meek in here too. Pyroblast, Nadu, Top. Mark takes Top almost all the time. He loves Top. So that gives Buki probably a Misty Rainforest, because I'm assuming Stoss is taking library, which means... yeah, Sword might come back. A Cantrip might come back. Who knows? I'm going to take Felia here. And you know what? What's up, Mom? Mother of Runes? Let's go. You know, one thing I like about this is most of the time, you know, Viper is passing to me. Probably doesn't think I'm taking these white cards because I don't always do that. So I'm going to take Mother of Runes. Stoss is going to take Verdant. I think pretty likely. Obviously, this could all be wrong because Stoss maybe took a card that led to not taking Thoughtseize pick 2, but I don't think that's what the case is. Mark probably takes Consult the Star Charts. I'll get both of these 3s back, maybe just one, but I think, and a Lingering Souls, because I think Verdant, Heath, Consult are going to go, and then maybe a land, maybe a Taiga, I don't know. But I'm going to take Mother of Runes, and now I've got to make decisions. It's not that hard. Take Bloodstained Mire. This opens the door for black or red alongside white cards. It's the best card in the pack, with maybe Mawlock being the second best. There's like Flame Slash, Steel Cutter. These are nice cards, especially after passing Thoughtseize, Verdant, Library. I don't really want to pass Bloodstained Mire. So I'll take that and see if, like, you know, Bob or Flame Slash or Mind Collapse, one of those probably wheels, since I think Mawlock and Steel Cutter are most likely to be taken. It's also Stern Scolding. Yeah, I will take the Bloodstained Mire and kind of see where I go here. Okay, where do I go? Because now there's a Wasteland. It's pretty good if you're beating down. There's Blood Crypt, which doesn't really fix Bloodstained Mire, just a good red-black one. Oh, there's Staff of the Storyteller. I want that. Staff is awesome. I don't have a massive combo with it, though. It's good with Felia because you blink Staff and get another token or a counter. It's good with White Plume because 1/1 flyers are good at fighting for the initiative or defending against it. And if Lingering Souls wheels, it would be really nice. Passing a stock up. But I'm also passing Flame Tongue, Wasteland. Yeah, there's some good cards in here, but I'm happy enough taking Staff of the Storyteller. And now there's Touch the Spirit Realm and Dion. I think I want Touch the Spirit Realm. I have a bunch of creatures, no interaction yet. I'm not taking Mind Twister, Death Rider. Unearth actually would be interesting if it comes back, and I've maybe taken a black card by then. Passing Dig as well and Grief. Yeah, to pass some black cards. Dion also could come back. Prismatic Vista and Watery Grave and Voidwalker are still here. Honestly, I don't... I mean, so Mishra's Workshop got taken, Skull Clamp got taken, Thoughtseize, of course, got taken. Then the other 2 cards that got taken were not super on my radar. I'm going to take Prismatic Vista. Despite having 5 white cards, I am going to play another color. It's also the best card left in the pack, so hating it is good, or taking it, rather, for my deck is good. And Unexpectedly Absent is the other card in competition here, and I might come back. So I'll take Prismatic Vista. I think I'm taking Pyroblast here. Pyroblast can be nice. And I don't want to take Sword of the Meek. This doesn't look like a Brainstorm deck. My mana is good enough I don't need Gemstone Mine. All right. Pyroblast it is. And we'll see where we go from here. But this is a pretty nice start, especially this is a 3-on-3. So the decks are typically a little bit worse. There's just fewer packs. It's funny because you end up drafting the same amount of cards, but the reason 8-player decks are better than 6-player decks is when you have 8 players. Oh, Lingering Souls Wheel, I'll take that. Like, I'm getting all the white cards out of 6 packs, where if there's 8 players, I would get the white cards out of 8 packs. Obviously, other people might draft white, but when people are drafting different decks, which typically is there's a bunch of different decks being drafted. A bigger card pool means those cards all get sorted into those decks better. So the Academy deck gets better, the Storm deck gets better. The white deck doesn't actually get necessarily that much better because it doesn't need as many specific cards, but I'm going to take Souls. I have the mana for it. I have Staff of the Storytellers. I also think Souls is just a fantastic card. All right, so I guess I take Mind Collapse here. I don't think, and I'm just not going to play any of these other cards, and it's a good card. Passing a Stern Scolding, but this is the deck for Mind Collapse when you go turn 3 White Plume plus Mind Collapse, their thing. Okay, well, red seems pretty open too. Do I want Roberto, Chandra, or Flametongue? Or just take Wasteland? Wasteland's pretty good too, but I actually kind of want Flametongue because I have Felia and Touch the Spirit Realm. That seems pretty good. Oh, Dion came back. So did Unearth, huh? I do have a really good Unearth target. I kind of want to just take that, pass a late Grief. I just don't think Dion is that big of a deal, and then I'll take Absence. What did they do to the UI? Like the whole thing here, like I do this and like, weird. I'm going to take Gemstone Mine. I don't care. If Stas wants to play Ice Till, go for it. I might play Gemstone Mine if I end up 3 colors here. And what do we got? Oh, we got a Pyrogoyf. All right. Goyfs are us. Flame Tongues are us, actually. I don't have other Goyf. Passing Fire Covenant, but this one might come back if I'm the only black-red drafter, though Blood Crypt, of course, did get taken at some point. Yeah, I mean, I have, I think, a pretty good setup here. Take Pyrogoyf. There's a Legend of Roku, an Elite Spellbinder. Leyline Binding is potentially a consideration, but I think, like, Vamp is going to go. Lose Focus is going to go. Fire Covenant may go. We'll see, but I think I'm supposed to take Pyrogoyf here. Followed up with, I think, Fiery Confluence, because it feels like no one else is taking white cards. The only 2 white cards in the pack with Absent and Ultima, they both came back really late. I would love Oust or Luminarch, but I think one of those 2, maybe both will come back. And Fiery Confluence, I just picked up 3 4-drops, so I do got to kind of watch that. But Fiery Confluence is good. Another reason that not taking Dion actually kind of worked out. And hoping to get probably Oust back, but we'll see. Or rather, I would like Oust back. I think the Luminarch is more likely to come back. All right, well, I'll keep taking 4s. Headliner Scarlet is just a fantastic card. And, Badlands could come back. Namesticker is actually a really good card for this deck now, and with the 2 dragons. Oh, there is a world where I take Headliner Scarlet. Let's see. These 6 get taken, and then I take Namesticker, and then I get a dragon almost last, but we won't count on it. Oh, great. Another 4. So Stas did pass back a late Duress and Shieldred's Edict. There's a Stormseeker. There's also a Sunbillow Verge, but I think I'm just going to take Fury. I just picked up a bunch of red cards. It's also nice with Touch the Spirit Realm. Evoke Fury. And, Sunbillow Verge might come back. I think taking a free spell there is really nice because my curve has just gotten quite a bit higher. So having access to a free spell is awesome. Whoa, Scrubland and Plateau and Marsh Flats. I mean, I guess I just take Marsh Flats and hope one of those 2 lands comes back or the Badlands. I don't really want to play Gemstone Mine. Let's see if I can avoid that. Gemstone Mine with this many expensive spells is kind of a trap. I don't care about Luris. I don't care about FOMO, Epicure, any of those things. Late Jason Frantic Search. All right. And definitely a late Marsh Flats. Honestly, even if I don't get duels, my lands are pretty good. I like Voice of Victory. Tokens for Staff. And just good disruption. Vantage could come back. Vindicate could come back. Figure could come back, especially if Oculus gets taken alongside Mightstone. Whoever has the workshop, I presume, is going to take the Mightstone Weakstone. I've got to cut Firebending Student from the cube. No one seems to ever use it, so no good. All right, so Avatar Roku or Legend of Roku's here. So Spellbinder and Screaming Nemesis. I'm going to take Spellbinder. Just a more good disruption against combo. I don't need another 4-drop. Screaming Nemesis is fine, but I think that I like Elite Spellbinder more. And Screaming Nemesis, it's best in the matchups where Flametongue, Pyrogoyf, and Fury are good, so I don't feel like I need more of that stuff. It would be really nice to get a black-red and a white-black land out of this pack, but, I'm not too worried. The fact that my fetches just naturally work, because this is a black-red land, this is a white-black land, is nice. That means that I can't really fail. It's not like if I had a Windswept Heath that currently would be doing nothing for me. And I'm curious to see which, if any, or both of the white cards came back. So we will find out. Oh, baby. The fact that Oust and Luminarch both came back is just excellent news for me. Honestly, I could get a last one back. I think I want Oust. I have a lot of creatures. Oust is excellent, and Luminarch is more likely to wheel than Oust, because Oust goes in control decks and Luminarch doesn't. I will take Name Sticker Goblin. It looks really good here. And then, honestly, I do think one of the dragons could come back because all these cards, first of all, there's two of them. So someone's just not going to be two people who want these cards, and the rest of these cards are solid. I don't have enough one drops for Glimmerlens, and I think Name Sticker is just looking awesome. You know, I like Emberwild Captain, but I do feel like I should just take Sunbillow Verge. I have so many playables, and here's the other thing. None of the duels wheeled. That's fine. I'll take Concealed Courtyard, and I'll take Inspiring Vantage. Red and white are so open that, I mean, I already have 20 playables here, and I'm going to get like 10 more in the next pack. I should just take the lands, which I didn't get any of the good lands, but so I'm not going to get a red-black land anymore because or untapped one at least. Blood Crypt and Badlands are both gone. But I could still get a white-black land, and I could get a Triumph or a Surveil, you know, something like that. I think Botanical Sanctum is better. And at this point, I'm already even looking like, would I want to cut any of these things? Well, I don't need to main Pyroblast necessarily. I think the Unearth actually seems pretty good. Oh, last pick, I got a Glimmerlens instead of a dragon? Huh. All right, well, fair enough. The only thing is I have not opened anything particularly great besides WPA. The other two packs, I first picked Pyrogoyf, and I'm going to take Lightning Bolt here. Lightning Bolt's just great. Dude, it's kind of a weak pack for me because even, like, if I open any good white cards, I would also get them back, but Sarah Paragon isn't too exciting. I just have a lot of expensive cards in the deck. Mind Collapse, I'm actually leaning towards not playing. I picked up Bolt and Oust. Those are pretty excellent. Here, there's a Chain Lightning and a Galvanic Discharge. I would prefer Chain Lightning. In a control deck, you want Galvanic Discharge because it's an instant. In an aggro deck, I think it's just clearly Chain Lightning because you can just kill them. And now I have Fiery Confluence, Lightning Bolt, Chain Lightning if I take it. There's also Arena of Glory, which I would like, but I think is more likely to wheel. Aragorn, I'm not going to play that. Get Lost, it'll wheel, and I don't really care. And there's Carnage Interpreter. All right, I'm happy enough taking Chain Lightning. I'm going to take P-Wave. Oh, and I might wheel Ocelot Pride, no jokes. Parallax Wave is just so busted, and there's also a Pyrokinesis and an Adeline. All right, I'm feasting on this pack. This pack is nice. I think I'm supposed to take Parallax Wave. Even though I have a decent amount of expensive cards, Parallax Wave is so good. And I have Felia to blink it. Just does some good stuff. How late is Cogwork? Good. There are packs where, honestly, like the Ocelot Pride pack, I might want to use Cogwork on. Most of the other packs actually weren't that good for me. I could hate Urza's Saga, but honestly, there's a decent chance Mark was going to be the one who wants Saga because he probably took the top in the Manifold Key, I think. And Stas, I think, is more likely to be playing black cards. I don't really care about Good King Mog or Wandering Emperor. Yeah, all right. I'll take a Cogwork. Why not? Here, a Ballista, a Soul Guide, a Suplex. Honestly, I think I just want Shadowy Backstreet because it makes Bloodstained Mire into white. It's a Surveil land that I can fetch twice. Yeah, I don't care about Suplex. I don't care about any of these cards. All right, Shadowy Backstreet it is. And then here, there's a Starting Town I would play. There's a Consult I could hate, but everyone's seen the Consult at this point. Nobody took it. There's a tapped white, black, green land. I don't care about that. Yeah, I'll take Starting Town. I'm happy to play that card. And then Unholy Heat came back, sort of Manamorphose, Sarah Paragon. I think I'm just going to take Ghost Vacuum. It's just a good sideboard card. Arena of Glory and Get Lost came back. So Lion Sash. Should a Carnage Interpreter? I'm just going to take Arena. I like Arena of Glory. Arena of Glory is pretty nice with Fury or Pyrogoyf, something like that. Hasted Headliner Scarlet, get in for 3 right away. And then here, a new Ocelot Pride. Here's time to Cogwork. I'm going to take Ocelot Pride Adelaide. This is exactly what I said was going to happen. All right, let's do it. So this is 1 card over right now. Boros is as open as it's ever been. I could not play the black, but I think Lingering Souls is excellent. I think Unearth looks quite good. Name Sticker does not work with Unearth, yeah. But White Plume sure does. Adeline's great with Unearth, Screaming Nemesis, Elite Spellbinder. And like all the removal, I just am only 1 card over. Well, we'll see what I want to cut, though. It's none of the cheap cards. Might be one of the 3s here. Here, it's basically, do I want to play a Wandering Emperor or a Good King Mog, which I don't really hate a Sheldock Isle, or a Tamio, but Tamio's the kind of card that if you wanted it, you probably took it, though you might float it if you had a Time Walk. I don't really think anyone else is playing aggro. I'll just take Wandering Emperor. There are some matchups where I wouldn't mind it. Good King Mog is better against aggressive decks because it just puts a bunch of stuff into play, including lifelinkers. Wandering Emperor can be good against some kinds of like maybe Reanimator type decks or big creature decks. I guess against a green deck, they're both decent. I could also cut Unexpectedly Absent as a spell. Do I cut him or Walking Ballista? I'm not going to play Mentor. I don't have enough spells. I'm not a Mentor deck. I'm going to take the him. I'm going to, again, operate on the assumption that Stas is more likely to want that. If no one's taking Consult or Cauldra, then I just don't think there's a reason for me to take them either. All right, well, we were in the right colors. Things worked out quite nicely here. I think Fiery Outlet. I'm just not going to play Sarah Paragon, right? I do have 3 fetch lands. I just have a lot of 4s. I don't care about Fiery Islet. Sarah Paragon could be good in a grindy matchup. Take the Curator. All right, so I need to cut 1 card. I'm kind of leaning towards Unexpectedly Absent. Is that bad? 3 is kind of free. Absent costs 2. I have a good amount of removal. I think the Unearth is good. Like, because I want to play Lingering Souls. I guess I could cut both, but like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 black sources at the cost of playing a lone swamp. That does not seem too bad. Mire now gets white, which is awesome. Marsh Flats does not get red. That was the only thing is that I just didn't feel like I could take Plateau or Scrubland out of that pack. I don't even know. What did I take out of that pack? I think it was something pretty good, though. And as a result, yeah, I am going to be... I don't have perfect mana, but I have pretty good mana still. Let's see. I'm going to play 17 lands. I'm going to play like 3 plains is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 white, because all my lands get white. And then 3 mountains is... Oh, this is 16 lands. So I have an additional land, but let's say 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 red, 11 white. So I'd rather have 10, 11 or 12, 9. Probably 10, 11 is my guess. I need a decent amount for both. Yeah, that sounds fine. And then just put one of each in the board. Unexpectedly Absent? Is that the cut? Okay, well, let's just separate out. Since these are all my removal spells. I mean, there is Unearth, but I just think Unearth will be good. No, actually, it's going to bug me looking at that Unearth. I could cut Screaming Nemesis. Maybe that's better. It makes my Unearth slightly worse. But let's see. My teammates, Mark is like artifacts. He took the Workshop, has Mana Crypt. I'll show you the decks in a second. And then Zach is playing Blue-Black Storm. Okay, so Blue-Black Storm and Blue-White Artifacts, that means Screaming Nemesis, if they have any green or red decks on their team, this card's pretty good. These are removal. These are creatures. I have 13 creatures. Kind of 14 if you count Lingering Souls, and 15 if you count Glimmerlens. All right. So, 16 if you count Staff. All right, I'll cut the Screaming Nemesis for now. It's not like Unexpectedly Absent is bad against green decks either, though Nemesis is definitely better against red decks and can be against certain green decks. All right, I think this is the plan. Let's take a look at what my teammates got. They got some nice ones. So Twister Zach has an Ancestral Recall, a Time Twister, Psychic Frog, Remand, Cabal Ritual, Brain Freeze, Yogwill, Sedgemoor Witch, Chain of Smog, Dig, Cruise. Hold on, I need to ask how many cards this is. When you post deck picks, you really want to post the number of cards here in your deck, so it just makes it a little easier for your teammates. All right, we're going to take a look at Mark's deck. I asked Zach to repost a picture. So Mark needs 4 cuts here. I see. Does that count? My teammates don't like posting pictures with the card counts. All right, so we're going back here. Still not card counts. That's fine, though. It's 15, 16, 23, 32. So this is 40 with a Cruise in the deck. No Loom Duels Vault. So how does this deck win? It's got Cabal Ritual, Yawgmoth's Will, but no LED. No, you can't Brain Freeze Yawgmoth in this deck. It doesn't work. So I'll have to explain that. I think as like a blue-black mid-range deck, It's okay. It's got a lot of card draw. That much is nice. Could we Brain Freeze with this? Because it says Probe, Ancestral, Brainstorm, Consider, Ponder. 5 cantrips. Well, Ancestral's even like super cantrip. I just don't think you generate enough mana here. Time Twister Narset is fine. Psychic Frog and whatnot. Frantic Search doesn't even seem that good. Let's see, if we cut Yogg-Will, Brain Freeze, Cabal Ritual, that's 3. Put in like Ballista, Soul Guide, Dig. I don't even think Limb Duel's Vault. And then I guess keep Frantic Search, though it's not very good. Well, Frantic Search is a little better with Cruise and Dig. All right, I'm down for that. All right, talk to Zach, and now let's see. Mark's got, Emerald Mana Crypt Workshop, Mightstone, Cauldra. I don't like Cauldra. Oh, he's got Tinker. So Tinker for Endstone or Cauldra, and he can cast Cauldra off. All right, I don't usually like playing Cauldra without Stoneforge, but this actually seems fine. Time Warp and Jace in the sideboard. Pinnacle Emissary too, but I wouldn't play Pinnacle Emissary here. Yeah, this deck's pretty nice. Sunfall's really good in the deck. So is Ugin, yeah. So the question is, should Mark cut anything for Time Warp or Jace? Because it's going to be 14 lands plus Lorien, Mox, Mana Crypt. Yeah, that's good. Manifold Key. Manifold Key is a little on the weak side. It works with Sensei's Top and Mana Crypt. I think I'd rather just have a Jace. So I will tell Mark to do that. And all right, we got a deck here. All right, I am on the play. Shadowy Backstreet rears its ugly head. I mean, I'm going to keep this hand. The problem is I would much rather go turn 1 Mother of Runes, turn 2 Felia, but I think I'm just going to play the Backstreet first. I'll keep that on top. So could have gone for it, but I feel like going turn 1 tap land, turn 2 Felia, turn 3 Mother of Runes plus Staff works fine for me. So I'll just do that. Obviously, it would be nice to have Mother of Runes in play. What do we got? Oh, JVP, the MVP, Felia, Vantage, Staff. I'm not even going to play Mother of Runes this turn. I'm going to put a counter on this. I am actually kind of wasting the counter because I am going to Chain Lightning Jace. No real point in getting owned by like a Reanimator deck or something. So I think it's going to be okay that I burned a Staff counter by flickering with Felia. Talisman. Okay. Start by drawing. All right, let's go to attacks. Is Felia going to get to attack again? No, it does not look like it. Oh, Brazy B. All right. Send for 2. Marsh Flats. I guess I can just crack this for a Plains here. And Mother of Runes. Pass the turn. They know I have Felia. I could potentially be opening myself up to getting countered, but I'm not too worried about that. All right. Felia. All right. They didn't have a counter. Did they not have any plays? What's going on here with 5 mana, no plays? Felia, my Staff again. This is going nicely, and I have 3 removal spells in hand. Granted, 2 of them might not do anything because I could just be playing against combo here. Enduring Curiosity. Well, I think we're going to be okay here. Let's put that on top. I actually don't mind them drawing that. Play Arena. Wow, Arena's tapped. I would actually not have guessed that, even though obviously it makes sense, but good thing to keep in mind. I kind of like them spending their turn on Enduring Curiosity if that's what they're going to do. All right. Kind of a lot of bricks. That's okay though. Send. Blink. Felia's Staff has just been making moves here. All right, they are done. Yeah, no, they were pretty dead. Okay, well, I'm going to put in Pyroblast, and so we saw JVP, Brazen Borrower, Enduring Curiosity, a bunch of colors of lands, and a Talisman. Kind of makes me want to cut Flame Tongue, and I don't really want Screaming Nemesis. I don't think I want Ghost Vacuum yet, though. It's possible I will end up wanting it. Enduring Curiosity implies a decent amount of creatures, makes it a little less likely there's reanimation going on. So I think that's fine. All right, well, not mulling Felia into White Plume. That's a pretty sick start. Obviously, the main weakness of my deck is that I don't have any acceleration. The one card I could have taken would be Gemstone Caverns. All right, well, this time I just won't get the black land. I'll just get a Plains. I mean, this is a start, right? Mother of Runes into Felia into White Plume. Oh, Bowmaster's pretty good. Not gonna lie. All right. Pass the turn. That's about the best thing you could have played. Kills my Mother of Rune, leaves 2 things in play. Knight's Whisper, sure. They gonna attack with their Bowmasters? No. All right, well, Felia. Land. So, do I blink the Orc army? I kind of think I do. Yeah, because I don't really want to lose my Felia, and it makes it less likely that White Plume, or I lose the initiative with this White Plume. And play Dubs PA. It was nice that their turn 3 play was just a Knight's Whisper. That's not so scary. I'm going to get another Plains. I have a double white card in hand. I have 1.5 black cards, and honestly, both my black cards don't require black mana. I can cycle Unearth and Lingering Souls, the front side at least, is white. So, not too worried. And the nice thing is, even if they kill one of my creatures, I still have one back to block the Bowmasters. So they had a good answer, but my start was good. It actually is funny that drawing the Mother Runes is bad for me because it just died for free. Whereas if I just hadn't drawn it, I would have gotten Shadowy Backstreet. They would have maybe played Bowmasters or Knight's Whisper, then I would have played Felia. Though, the way that plays out, if they go turn 2 Knight's Whisper, turn 3 land pass, I play Felia, I play White Plume, attack with Felia, blink White Plume, then they go Bowmasters, ping Felia, block with the token. It's actually not even necessarily better. So maybe drawing Mother of Runes was good. They need some decent plays from here on out, I would say, but we'll see. Next turn, I'll probably just forge onto the Felia, attack with both, blink the White Plume, because I think giving up 3 damage to go down the initiative is not a very close trade-off. Obviously, you'd rather get closer to Throne of the Dead 3. Untapped Overgrown Tomb. Oh, this is what we're doing. Okay. I don't think this is going to work, but we'll see. So, equip Jite, attack. Just block with White Plume. They can kill my White Plume or my Felia. Yeah, they'll kill the White Plume. Sure. Yeah, that was a really good turn for me. I'm going to go to Forge here. I think they're just almost dead. There's the Unearth. I'm going to play Glimmerlands to blink with Felia. I don't think I even... I mean, we'll see what I want to do with Unearth. There's no reason to cycle it right now. It's not like I could play anything. And, you know, the game's also just over, so it doesn't matter. I guess if I would not cycle Unearth, because unearthing White Plume to get to the last level or second to last level of initiative can be really good. If they made a play that I needed something, I would. But I don't really need anything right now, so... I mean, I feel like they're probably just dead. So let's see. They get trapped down to 4, and now they have a bunch of lethal creatures. Oh, there's the black mana. All right, so in that case, let's just go to attacks. They have a crypt... No. What is this? Mystic Confluence? Oh, Urtai kill Felia before attacks. Okay, let's draw my card. Let's attack. I mean, this is still... Even if I didn't have an instant speed removal spell, they weren't winning this game. Let's go Unexpectedly Absent. I mean, they're dead. Now they get to die, and then I bolt them. Even if they have a way to kill one of my creatures, which they don't. And I have Unearth for White Plume. Let's just say that was not a very close match. All right, time for round 2. Playing against Red-Black Reanimator. Got a mulligan this hand. All right, I will keep this and... I mean, I think I either put back Flame Tongue or... No, Touch the Spirit Realm seems pretty good. They're like red-black mid-range. They have a bunch of creatures too. I could put back the Voice. That seems pretty bad though. God, this is a tough mulligan. Oh, yeah, Okay, they've got a lot of creatures, so all these removal spells seem good. But the voice does attack for a pretty good amount of damage. I think I'll just put back Flame Tongue. I don't know. That's a close one. Turn 1 looting. All right. See if they discard something good. And I do have that Ghost Vacuum in the sideboard. Is that right? Gristlebrand, huh? I don't love that. All right, there's a Backstreet. Oh, I'll keep Wave on top. All right. I'm glad I put back Flame Tongue. If they turn 2 Gristlebrand me, then I'm probably going to lose still because they'll just get to draw a million cards. Okay, they did not. So let's go Voice of Victory. No plays, no plays. Okay. Doing kind of okay here then. Seasoned Pyro. Well, this is going to get them closer to a reanimation spell. I'll say that. Discarded Swamp and Emberwild Captain. I guess I'm just going to cast Touch the Spirit Realm here. It's not the strongest play, but it lets me attack with the voice, which I wouldn't have been able to otherwise. Uses my mana, and I have Parallax Wave coming next. I still think the clock's ticking. I'm likely to get Gristlebranded here, which is not going to work out well for me. Well, they haven't found it yet. They're spending a lot of time casting lootings. Part of it is they discarded Emberwild Captain, which felt like it would have been a pretty good turn 4 play. So I will say that now that they have spent multiple turns looting, kind of gone down a card overall from casting all the lootings, if they don't reanimate relatively soon here, well, I guess I'm not actually punishing that hard. I just have a Voice of Victory in play. So there's a Woodfall Primus and a Mountain. Woodfall Primus, that's annoying. Oh, Pyroglyph, okay, let's do that. It's only a 2/3, but that's enough to kill this token. Hit. All right, well, now it's only a 2/3. Wow, there's just creatures and lands. I guess the Faithless Looting got exiled. they're tearing through their deck here. Let's see what they got after Voldaren Epic here. I mean, I get to slam Parallax Wave now. The only thing is Woodfall Primus makes the Parallax Wave so much less good. But I don't have a lot of time left before they reanimate, presumably, and once they do, it's going to be tough. But if I can get like 2 turns, I might be able to push through here. We'll see. I guess one thing that playing Parallax Wave could do, which is nice. Well, all right. I was going to say was it could force them to get back Primus. Here I think I oust the Gut. And then Adeline was a really nice draw. Because now I get to attack for 4 and make a token. And then next turn, it's not like exactly lethal, but it's pretty close, right? I would imagine. All right. They're digging. Oh, by the way, Stas did not take the Thoughtseize, and well, I guess they knew they were drawing Gut, and ended up not drafting that color at all. So Stas drafted green. So Wave, Ocelot Pride, attack with everything. Go ahead and wave the Gut. Pass the turn. I think I'm like slightly short of lethal here. Yeah, they go to 1. All right, well, now they're too late on the reanimation. Turn 7, too late. I mean, they can't get back Gristlebrand because of Parallax Wave. If they get back Woodfall Primus, blow up Parallax Wave, they have 2 creatures. I'm attacking them with 8 creatures next turn. So I think I might go ahead and get this one. We'll see what they do here, but persist on the Woodfall Primus. Yeah, kill... Touch the Spirit Realm. Yeah, I mean, that seems like a good play. They get to see another card, maybe make a token. If they reanimate a Tali here, or see 2 cards rather, then they could do something. All right, up a game. All right, well, I definitely want Ghost Vacuum. I don't particularly want Pyroblast. Flame Tongue actually seems fine. They kind of have a lot of creatures. Absent, Pyroglyph, Fiery Confluence. I guess maybe Unearth is my worst card. At that point, though, if I take out Swamp, I think I would, and Concealed Courtyard, I could put in Plains Mountain. I'll keep the Shadowy Backstreet because it makes my Bloodstained Mire get white. And I can take out Lingering Souls and just play the Wandering Emperor, which I think will probably serve me better. All right, let's try that. See how this goes. I probably got better after board. It's not like they have tons of removal to bring in, most likely, and I have a Ghost Vacuum, which I'm going to get to play probably on turn 2. Ooh, this is a nice hand. 3 pretty strong 1-drops, a good 2-drop. The 4-drop not so necessary here, but 2 lands, yeah, all right. Keep this. I mean, it depends. If they go turn 1 Faithless Looting, well, all right, we'll see how much they care about Ghost Vacuum then. Also, the Thoughtseize went 4th, which is not what I would have predicted, but I guess Mark took the Mishra's Workshop 3rd. All right, well, I don't love seeing that. I'm going to play the Pride here. I'm just going to get in there. Taking Ghost Vacuum over these strong 1-drops means they probably have a reanimation card coming relatively soon here, or they have some removal and they don't mind just using removal on the Ocelot Pride and the Mother of Runes and the Glimmerlands and all that. Bomo. Okay. In that case, let's just play Mother of Runes then. Pass the turn. I mean, if they have turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 3 Animate Gristlebrand, then yeah, it's going to be tough for me to win, certainly. All right, that's fine. We don't need to play this out. I just have nothing going on here. All right, well, next time I hope to play a turn 1 Ghost Vacuum, I guess. Let's do it. All right, well, on the play. Yeah, I will run this. I feel like playing Arena of Glory, having a couple bolts, and then having Elite Spellbinder, which is very good against reanimation, is nice. Really glad they played Rocket One, actually, because it gives me something to kill with Chain Lightning on a turn where I wasn't really going to do that much. All right. Just need a land. Wandering Emperor, not an ideal draw. All right, looting. I was hoping to land an Elite Spellbinder before they discarded a big creature, because getting to steal the big creature with Spellbinder is always really nice. Discard Swamp Gristlebrand. All right. Let's go land. Ghost Vacuum. Oh, Flame Tongue. Not a good draw, though I guess it gives me something to name sticker. All right, if they don't animate a Gristlebrand here, I like my chances. Okay. Let's draw a land, please. They don't have an animate spell. We've seen this before. Well, I'm glad I kept because they had turn 1 Ragavan, and a lot of my hands would, on a mulligan could end up being more vulnerable to that. But God, it would be really nice to draw a 3rd land here. Otherwise, we are in trouble. It's possible even if we draw a 3rd land, we're in trouble, depending on their hand. But discard Carnage Interpreter and Multiversal Passage. All right, let's go. Land. That's not a land. It's not good. All right. I will say, if they had an animate spell, even drawing a land wouldn't solve my problem, because Elite Spellbindering a Persist, they could still just cast it. But yeah, the Thoughtseize doesn't matter that much. I just have spells. Let's see. I mean, if I go Namestinker into Flame Tongue plus Bolt, that's kind of nice. Spellbinder's not really worth that much anymore, given I'm not casting it till turn 5 at the earliest. Oh, turn 5. This is tough. I don't think I can miss another land drop and win, and it's possible I can't win, or I'm not going to win regardless, but certainly not if I don't play a land this next turn. Okay, they took Lightning Bolt, and they Collective Brutality. Huh. That's interesting. They didn't want to discard, huh? Well, I guess I'll see what's going on. I'm not going to haste it, because I don't think that's good. Oh, they can't persist Gristlebrand. I was like, what is going on here? Well, they could persist Carnage Interpreter. So I guess I take Persist. Yeah, because if I take Gut, they just cast Persist on Carnage Interpreter, and the Gut's protected by being exiled. So I think I'd rather do that. They played a land, and they persist the Interpreter, discarding the Gut. All right. Oh, they're doing this thing again where it's like, you can't. All right. I actually think I'm kind of doing fine here. So let's go name sticker, exert. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Oops, I'm an idiot. Flame tongue that. I should have been able to. I should have floated a red off of the land. Basically, the flame sticker should have gotten to attack too. Well, they have one new card and they have a bunch of clues. And at this point, the Gristlebrand is actually worth a lot less because I have a bunch of creatures in play and I touch the Spirit Realm to maybe take it. I think when they Thoughtseize the Bolt, maybe they should have Thoughtseize something else and then Collective Brutality the Bolt, discarding a card, but they didn't appear to want to do that. All right, cracking a clue. Sure, it doesn't have these cards. Dismiss all. No, none of that works either. Cool. Yeah, they should be at 9. I'd have 9 out, but. All right, well. Oh, they killed that one? Mountain, the worst draw. All right. Yeah. Cracking. Oh, Shallow Grave. Oh my god. Okay. Interesting. I think I'm just going to let them block. I think I touched the Spirit Realm, the Flame Tongue. And then end of turn, the Flame Tongue comes in. I eat the name sticker, and that didn't work that well either. All right, well, I need to draw a Plains or a spell. Yeah, Shallow Grave to get a million clues and kill my Flame Tongue. Well, I ended up trading these two instead and keeping the Flame Tongue, which I didn't spend like 5 seconds to think about it. Realized that the Carnage Interp would be gone by the time the Flame Tongue came back, because of course their effects resolve first. But all right, well, we still have some outs here. I mean, just going to depend a lot on what they find. They're cracking a bunch of clues. Oh, this is a Flame Slash? No, they already used Flame Slash. It's a Voldarn Epicure. Okay. Let's draw a card. Oop. Okay. That was awkward. That was not what I intended to happen. Well, I think I still play the Headliner because this is a mess of a game. That was me F6ing and them passing the turn as I F6'd, which doesn't usually happen to me, but let's just recap. I should have done 2 extra damage with Name Sticker. I don't think I should have made the Touch the Spirit Realm play, though that I would have had. It would have actually kind of been worse because I would have had a name sticker in hand. Though I would have had, or a name sticker in play, and I wouldn't have had, and I would have had a Touch the Spirit Realm, but no Flame Tongue. And then I didn't play Headliner Scarlet, so I should have just won this game. This is really tragic. It really is. Well, my apologies. Sometimes things go off the rails, and this game was like, I would say I F6 through my turn 1 out of every hundreds of games, in the hundreds of games, right? If you watched a bunch of games in this channel, I don't think I've done it in like a long time. So that's pretty unlikely. And then not using the Arena of Glory mana, that was just like a sequencing mistake, which I can certainly make. That's more common. I make those like reasonably. And then the Touch the Spirit Realm thing. So like if you add all those up, this was a very unfortunate series of events where basically a combination of different kinds of mistakes all happened on the same turn. They're at 7 now. Let's see what they tutored for. What, Fire Covenant going down to 2? Oh, can I just draw a creature? A tap land. God. I have an Arena of Glory in there at 2. All right, I still might win this game. I should have won this by so much. Really, was Fire Covenant the best thing they could get there? A thing that costs an additional 5 life? All right. They know about Wandering Emperor, so they're not going to be caught off guard by that. They're drawing a bunch of cards with clues. Wandering Emperor is a good answer to an attacking Gristlebrand, at least. They can't cast Life Death, except, I guess, they killed on Voldar and Epicure. Arena of Glory, unfortunately, does not give haste with Wandering Emperor. All right, here's FOMO. Yeah, discarding that life death. All right. I have a bunch of cards that win me the game here too. Oh my god, this is incredible. Drawing all mountains, so I couldn't cast Wandering Emperor. Drawing Ocelot Pride, which I can't use Arena of Glory with. It's like, this is like actually a pretty classic sequence in Magic where you make mistakes, but then you also get max punished. Where like I'm getting, I think, very unlucky, but also making mistakes. Though I don't know what's going on over there. They have 10 cards in their deck. How have they not put better stuff into play? They're again just spending their whole turn tapping out. All right. If I draw, you really shouldn't attack. All right. I'm still going to play Wandering Emperor here. Make a token, because I'll make it a first striker. All right. Creature. This is incredible. I can't haste that either. All right. Well, I'll attack with this and see what happens. Then I'll play 2 creatures. Are you really chumping? Is that what's going on here? Okay. Glimmer Lens. Ocelot Pride. Your turn. And they have no plays end of turn? Are they a hardcast Itali now? They have an Itali in their deck somewhere. I could still beat a hardcast Itali. They'd have to hit something. That's what this looks like. All right. They're going to hit Fury, I am pretty sure. Pyrogoyf and Mana Vault. Okay. Well, oh my god, I made the mistake of opening this. Can I put it back? All right. Oh, I could have done that. All right. Well, it wasn't Fury at least. They're at 2 now. What are they going to kill here? What am I, my 3/3 token? If they don't have another creature to play here, then Arena of Glory certainly can win me the game. They could kill the Wandering Emperor here. I also get to draw a card of Glimmerlands if I want to do that. Come on. And I could have drawn Pyrogoyf at any point here, but of course they hit it there. Fury would be a nice draw. Well, I guess it wouldn't kill anything, but it would be a haster. Really, I think the only legit choices are Wandering Emperor or, well, I guess actually Ocelot Pride's fine, because if you don't kill the Emperor, killing the Pride, the Pride's still lethal with Emperor. If they don't have anything else, then they have to just kill a creature and then hope I don't draw a creature. If they have something else, they could kill the... Oh, I guess they could kill Wandering Emperor and then Pride wouldn't be lethal and I could attack with these 3 and they could block 2 of them. Go to 1. Yeah, all right, that's reasonable too. They have to have a play here, right? Oh, they have a play. They have some plays. Can I just draw Fiery Confluence? Oh, they have 5 cards in their deck? All right, Woodfall Primus Bone Shards, sure. All right, Fiery Confluence, let's go. Fury would also win me the game here. This puts them to 1. Are you kidding me? All right, well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to Arena of Glory this. And no, then I wouldn't gain life off the Pride. They had to play 3 more blockers in order for me not to win here. Oh my god. They'd have to untap their mana vault. What happens if I attack with everything? Itali eats that. Pyrogoyf eats that. Seasoned Pyromancer eats that. That chumps, and they go to 1. So I lose all those, but I draw a card. The problem is I wouldn't have enough mana to cast Fiery Confluence afterwards either. I gotta look at my deck actually, because I can draw a card off Glimmerlens. And I've already used Bolt, Chain Lightning, and Touch the Spirit Realm. And I didn't side anything super relevant either. I wouldn't be able to draw Unexpectedly Absent and cast it mid-combat. So the question is, I think I just send in 2 things to draw a card. Okay, that's not nothing. I'm just not winning on the ground, I don't think. So let's go Staff. Let's draw with the Staff. There are a couple things I might play. Yeah, it doesn't really do too much. And then pass the turn here. They're going to untap their Mana Vault. They flip this to cost... No, they don't have green because they can't pay the life. All right, well, they might not know that 3 creatures are going to be attacking them next turn, and I get to scry off the shadowy back street, and then I get to draw a card on staff after this attacks. I'm assuming I'm using Arena next turn, so I still have some shots, especially since I can draw Fiery Confluence or Parallax Wave. But oh man, what a game! I have really no one to blame but myself. It was incredibly poorly played on my part. So this is 15 damage. All right, take 15. I'm the one with the Fiery Confluence after all. Got a 4, then I crack Mire, but I have both the bolts too, so. All right. I mean, I also do have lethal right now with this Voice of Victory if they don't have a removal spell. Okay, graveyard that. Draw. Any Fiery Confluences? No. All right. Exert. Voice. If this resolves, I win. I feel like if they attacked with Pyromancer, there's a decent chance they have a removal. They don't seem to have a removal. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me just do this correctly. Glimmer Lens that. Oh, I guess I could have played my land first, but in case I drew Unexpectedly Absent, but this actually... I did not deserve that one, I'll tell you that much, but we got there. All right, I'll play first. Playing against Stas. Yeah, this is a great hand. Turn 2 Voice, turn 3 Adeline with 2 removal spells in hand. So what is Stas on? Stas is on... Yeah, like a blue-green, white, bristly bill, skull clamp, stuff like that. I actually think I do want Mother of Runes. In a creature matchups, this thing's pretty good. He has like Fractured Identity and stuff. All right, it actually worked out really nicely that I kept Mother of Runes on top because now I get to play Mother of Runes on a turn where I wasn't playing anything otherwise. Obviously, now I'm missing a 3rd land, but no problem. And the Shadowy Backstreet's already gone, so I can just crack this for Mountain. Oh, no, I did mess up. Damn. The hits don't stop. Let's get in there. This isn't Dark Slick Shores. This is going to come into play tap next turn because it's going to be my turn 4 because of Wasteland. I thought I wanted to use the Mire first because I don't really want to draw another mountain here, but now I might cost myself an Adeline. It's okay. If it's anything like last game, I'll win anyways. Well, good beats, I guess. Or I just draw planes. No, starting town. Now, he's got Moloch in deck. So actually, that was a reason not to attack with Mother of Runes last turn. Now I think do this. This is still fine, though. Obviously, if I just put an Adeline into play, I'd be winning this game by like a pretty wide margin, I feel like. But I feel like I'm still going to be winning this game by a lot in a turn or two here. I can play Elite Spellbinder next turn. I think getting Adeline in play is a lot better because there's a decent chance Stas is going to use Urza's Saga on his next turn to get a second token. So if that's the case, then I don't need to Elite Spellbinder. I can do it next turn. So the tokens are going to be 3/3s? That's really not that bad. I can Chain Lightning one, Unexpectedly Absent the other. We'll see, though. Maybe he has a 4-drop to play, but no, he's making a token. All right, I think I can beat this usage of Urza Saga pretty easily. Especially, this is going to be a Skull Clamp, so I can Absent the one with the clamp. Oh, it's a Mox instead. All right, here's what I'm going to try to do. Rest of this draft, I'm going to try to not make grievous errors. I've made way too many. More last game than I do in, I think, an overall draft. And already won this game that was pretty impactful, though. I've got a lot of options here. Let's think this through. I could let the Cub live for now. I kind of am leaning towards Chain Lightning a token. That way, this is a 2/2, this is a 2/2. I can attack with these two and protect against a double block. They will get to eat my 2 Adeline tokens. And then I play Elite Spellbinder. The Stas has a lot of cards in hand. Let me actually Elite Spellbinder first, I think. That way I can decide. Pyrokinesis, Surok, Ice Till, Explore. I see. So here I think I take Ice Till and then Chain Lightning a Construct. And all right, that was enough for him. Nice. All right, up a game. This looks like a Mind Collapse matchup. It's a little bad against Wasteland, I guess. I don't think I want Ghost Vacuum, even though there's an Ice Till there. I typically like Screaming Nemesis in these kinds of matchups. Unearth, I think I can cut. I actually kind of want to... No, I like Lingering Souls enough. I'll keep that. Lingering Souls still very good. Flame Tongue's amazing. Voice of Victory is honestly not that good. It's not like they have tons of instants. So, all right. I'll try this instead. All right. On the draw... I would like this hand well enough, except for Wasteland, but I don't think I can mulligan every 2-lander because of Wasteland. And I do have a Surveil land. All right, I don't actually mind seeing turn 1 Clamp because... Oh, that's nice. I'm still going to keep a land on top, I think. I just have 2 into a variety of 3s into a good 4. In fact, I'd like to save touch the Spirit Realm if I can to use on Pyrogoyf. Bristly Billiam, huh? Okay, well, let's get out Staff. Next turn, maybe Spellbinder, maybe Nemesis. I could touch the Spirit Realm, the Bristly Bill, but my inclination is to play Elite Spellbinder first. Gives me an idea of what I want to be doing here. This Pyrogoyf is starting kind of small, but it'll get there. Pest Infestation. Yeah, that's pretty good with that Skull Clamp. Actually, I think I'm going to have to just touch the Spirit Realm, the Skull Clamp now. Which isn't really how I wanted to be spending my turn 3, but here we go. Let's get a mountain. Cast this. And touch the Spirit Realm does not help buff Tarmogoyf. I'll say that. I'll leave a Spirit Token back because at this point I think blocking a Pest Token is probably better. Well, I mean, Pyrogoyf's a 3-4. There's a chance it can kill Bristly Bill this turn. Stas did play Temple Garden untapped, where any land would have sufficed, so definitely possible that it doesn't have more lands in hand. Or even if he does have a land, he might pump a Pest Token. Why do we put that on the Bristly Bill? I guess we're just not making copies of Pests either. Sure. That makes sense. All right. No, I guess I can't block because of the stupid Flooded Strand. All right, I'll take 7. I guess what I'll do is I'll play Screaming Nemesis. Yeah, I've just been a little too behind this game. His plays keep putting multiple good things into play. All right, well, we're not dead. Screaming Nemesis can take down Bristly Bill. Pyrogoyf can eat a token, or a Spring Heart, I guess it would be. And then I kind of try to claw my way back in from there. I had to spend my turn 3 killing his turn 1 play. Bristly Bill has been like a 2-mana 5/5 that also, with Flooded Strand, threatens to pump other things. I'm on the draw. My staff got answered by Pest Infestation. So yeah, this has not been off to an auspicious start. Pyrokinesis. Why are we doing that end of turn? All right, well, guess I'll kill a token. I'm taking 5, 6. Oh, I'm just dead. All right. Well, there we go. On to game 3. I don't want Pyroblast. Wandering Emperor? I have a lot of 4s already. Yeah, I think I'm good here. Okay. I would like to play first. To mulligan that. All right. I'm going to run it. Keep and... What do I put back here? I really don't want to put back Fury, but if I put back another red card, the Fury's so much worse. I guess I have to. And I'll play Mother Runes and play turn 2 Shadowy Backstreet. Or potentially Lightning Bolt. Does he have a turn 1 kill for Mother Runes? Okay, that seems unlikely to me, but sure. Just doesn't have that much removal or red sources in deck, so that's unfortunate. All right, well, Screaming Nemesis is a decent beater. We're just going to get counterspelled here? It's going to be wild. Oh, Glimmerlands, where were you last turn? Nemesis. Okay. Get a Ketria Triome here. Oh, a Trop. We have a play. What is this? Into a Braid? Where's all this coming from? I didn't see any of this. All right, well, I still have 2 removal spells in hand. He's going to play Surok. That's what he's going to play. It's such a beating. I knew it. I just knew it. All right, fine. I'll go Glimmerlens and I'll bolt the Surok because I'm going to have to do that anyway. Well, I've got a lot of 4-drops in my deck, so I guess I just hope to draw some of those. Are we getting Mawlocked now? That would just be the cherry on top here. So far, everything's gone wrong. Mawlock with a mana up. Huh. All right, well, Pyroglyph, anyone? Anyone? Well, I'm not going to unexpectedly absent the Mawlock. That doesn't really make sense. So Stas has to have like Spell Pierce in hand and left it in deck, I guess. Look at this draw. Unholy Heat into a Braid into Surok into Mawlock. Yeah, against my Mulligan. All right, well, if I can draw some expensive cards here, then maybe I can get back in the game, but so I can't even unexpectedly absent. This is really... All right, I guess I'll oust a cat. And then I'll absent a cat. Yep. Just getting 2 for 1, 3 for 1, all this. All right. What is my way out here? I think I'm pretty dead. I guess I could draw like Pyrogoyf into something. I mean, I could draw an Adeline. I don't know if that would do that much, but it'd be better than nothing. Lingering Souls. All right, yeah, that would be a good draw. Lingering Souls also gets my Glimmerlands online. All right. Touch the Spirit Realm. All right. I am somewhat convinced Stas has Spell Pierce because he played Trop, or he played Untapped Temple Garden, I think. I don't even know if he played the Untapped Temple Garden, but either way, he chose not to make Mawlock a 4/4. And oh my god! All right, the turn after I cast Touch the Spirit. Yeah, this has just been one of those games. It's okay. I deserve it after winning that last match. But I think this matchup can't be that bad. It's just a close matchup. The way the cards have played out here, the mulligan into getting 2 for 1, into 3 for 1, into like the sequencing of like drawing Seasoned Engineer to the turn after I cast Touch the Spirit Realm. Not good. Not good. Now I'm pretty toast. I guess if I draw Pyrogoyf, I actually could definitely win this game. I assume it's big enough. Yeah, land, instant, creature, sorcery. Barely big enough. If I draw Pyrogoyf here, if I draw White Plume here, I don't think that does it. Oh no, this is the Spring Heart to make it so Pyrogoyf isn't good enough. And he can start copying Seasoned Engineers. And he gets to hit me with the Sika's Chariot. Oh. Yeah, good beats. I got demolished this game. And he gets to copy. Oh my god. It's not... Wait, this is a... Wait, why is this thing triggering? What is Sika's Chariot? When you attack with Rogue, Wizard, attacking Cleric, Rogue, or Wizard? Why did this get... Am I losing my mind? It doesn't matter because I'm dead anyway, but I'm curious. Oh, I see. Couldn't put triggered abilities from Seasoned Engineer. Isika's Chariot was the one that triggered. Okay. I drew another land. I am dead. Well, unfortunately, my teammates did not win a match between them. Start of this round, I was 2-0, they were 0-4. So we didn't win, and I don't think winning this game would have worked either, but would have been nice to 3-0. This no-power Boros, which was wide open, to be clear. And I think this is a very solid Boros deck. I needed to... I guess not have... Basically, like last game, Stas drew a ton of removal. I didn't draw any of my 2-for-1 creatures like Flame Tongue, Pyrogoyf, WPA kind of counts, Lingering Souls, all that stuff, Fury. Everything just got 1-for-1 or 2-for-1, and then I drew a couple lands. But we managed to pull out a 2-1 despite playing egregiously badly. And you know what? I guess we'll take that. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. And hopefully I got all the bad plays out of the way. This was a rough draft, but you know what? On to the next. So I'll be back tomorrow. Some more magic. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel and you won't miss a single draft.